welcome! 2024! First ride of the year. Bloody horrible. Damp, wet. But still, gotta get out, eh? So, current situations are Project 2 Stroke pretty much took a little nosedive over Christmas. I thought that would be the ultimate time for people to start selling off their cheap bikes for me to break and maybe make a little profit and put some money together and get something cool, but that's not quite happened. And I've had to start piling some money into the SP1 basically to try and get that back as it should be. The nose cone was damaged in the accident, the tank was leaking. I've not yet managed to source a swing on, but I think I'll get away with it. It's just got a dink in it, but it seems fine other than that. Lovely people over at EBC Brakes have provided me with some discs and pads for it because they're absolutely awesome, and the quality of them. I'm about to finish editing a video I made of my sort of top 10 tips of getting your bike ready for summer. You know, it's been stored all winter. What do you need to do to it to get it all ready to be ridden for winter? And I changed discs on the SP1 is part of it. The Olin steering damper's gone, I've sold that, as well as the Harris fairing brace. I don't know if you're aware of the SP1s, but they're like the old-fashioned, bit like the early blades, where they protrude out, not like here. And if you look down here, not like the 954s that are sort of strengthened from the inside, and they're like the old blades where they're strengthened from the outside. Well, there's a little fabricating company that do inward ones for the SP1, and I've been told many times, why do you get a steering damper on your SP1? You don't need it. And it's an Olin, so it's worth a bit of pretty penny. Harris steering and that, so I thought, sod it, let's do it. Switch it around and clean up the cockpit a little bit better on the SP1. Yeah, here we go with the first pleb of the summer. Fucking mong. Where do they hide, eh? And they come out at weekends. And another one! Here comes another one! Fucking mong. So yeah, back to the SP1. Managed to find myself a nice cheap tank. It's completely paintless. It's been stripped all the way back, so that's got to be done. Got the nose cone in the red nose cone. I've got a rear seat unit. I did get a racing seat unit. Father Christmas very kindly dropped that down the chimney for me. But it's fiberglass, and I don't know if anyone here has ever taken the rear seat unit off of an SP1. It's an absolute pain in the arse. You've got to stretch them, you've got to put them. And fiberglass is just too brittle. I've not broke it, but you just can't, it just doesn't fit properly. I've cut, I've measured, and although it sits on the mounts perfectly, when you put the seat on, the seat's about an inch too high. So you cut out around the seat, and then it gets to a point where once the seat's on, because you hook the seat down and it changes sort of the area it covers as it goes down, it'll leave bits exposed. So I just give up. What I've done is I bought a seat unit that's got a panel on the back. I am basically marrying them up. I'm going to glue that panel down, I'm going to bond over it, and just sand it. And these people are fucking morons, aren't they? Yeah, sand it and basically make it a nice roundy shape. Oh, nice, I like that. Nice salute there. I'm not saying I'm not getting a 2-stroke. I'm just saying for the moment I think the likes of an NSR, an RGV, something that's going to sit in the £6,000 sort of bracket is pretty much out my reach. I've still yet to paint the SP1. I've still got to find the money to do that. Quotes I'm looking at now, I'm going to say this now just in case someone's watching it in the future. It's 2024, and I'm looking at about a quote of about £2,500, maybe a little bit less because I've sorted out a bit of the repairs. So yeah, start of the year, think we're going to, obviously we'll have the Blade meet, we'll have the NC meet. I'm probably going to put together the first retro superbikes meet. I might do a little local one up at Rikers if anyone's interested. Come down. Don't know if I'll do a theme, just to get people together really. I don't want to go too crazy with the meets this year. I know that the NC35 is 30 years old this year. Spoken to Honda. Honda are a bit like, well, yeah, it's a bit of a jack bike. It was never officially a UK bike. I think maybe we won't do any celebrations for that over here, which is understandable. So I think we'll just try and get as many NC35s out to the NC35 meet as we can up at Alex's again, because Alex is a bloody legend, hosting us up at his Body Beautiful workshop. And it was a great year last year. Maybe try and put a little ride together or something, get us out on the roads together, a bit of footage as we did a couple of years ago. We'll do the same for the Blades. I think this year for the Blade meet, a bit of an idea I've got is to try and get Evo Blades together. There's a bit of a special bike now, the Evo Blade. I don't know how many of you are aware of them. Google is your friend. I could sit here and natter on about them, but Ian Edmo, top man, has got #1 Evo Blade, and I believe Richard Bill from Appreciating Classics still owns #100, even though there's only 24 I think made. He has #100, and the reason being that is the guy that when he originally ordered it, when they were going to make 100, said I want #100. So when production basically slowed right down and it was obvious they weren't going to make all 100 of them, he said, still stuck to his guns and said, no, I want #100, so they honoured it. So we'll probably, hopefully, if we time it right, can have #1 and #100 together, and maybe a few more if we can get a few people involved. It'd be great to get 4 or 5 of them together. The amount of people, I put a couple of videos up on sort of Insta and TikTok and this and the other, the amount of people have turned around and said, I've never even seen one. Well, it'd be great for them to see 3 or 4 of them, wouldn't it? I am lucky, I've got 2 bikes I just love. I absolutely love riding them. Just so much fun. They're 2 completely different bikes, don't get me wrong, obviously basically 1000cc, this is an inline 4 and a SP1 V-twin. But in terms of character, in terms of, like I said about the SP1, it's like someone else makes it other than Honda, because this is just a typical Honda bike. It just does everything, you know. Hello knobhead, you want to race me, didn't you? You won't get stopped by the old Bill, mate, I will. Oh, fuck me, what a lunatic. Oh, might be a little bit busy. Just pop the camera in a little so we don't look like a complete bell end riding in. Unfortunately, Box Hill means cyclists. Couple of photographers, we got a few bags going on. Did I just spot an urban tiger? I did spot an urban tiger. Oh. I do love this corner, but these cars are going to get in my way, I can tell it. Really flick it left. Back on the gas. Oh, I love the 954. I love me 954, yo. If you're ever up at Rikers and you see my ugly mug, spot the SB1 or spot the 954 hero sticker or retro super white sticker on it. Come over and say hi. Got a few plans to go out, I don't know if you remember. Woo. The GT1000, the guy that added an extra cylinder to his two-stroke GT750. We've been talking, I'm hopefully going to go and see him soon. He's waiting for the weather to... Oh, I love this bike. He's waiting for the weather to get a little bit warmer. We'll go out for a little ride. I want to find out exactly how he went about what he's doing. Everyone assumes it's an under $1 million build, but he's done it himself, so I understand. 1000cc two-stroke is... and a couple of other people that I've been chatting to. Percy Beach very kindly said I can go and try out his Triton. Owen, can't see him. Mike Jones and his Nicky Hayden Repsol Fireblade. I've rode it once before and it's an animal, an absolute animal, that thing, and it is loud as anything. He said I can, we'll go and have a meet and we'll have a little swap around the bikes and do a little review on his Nicky Hayden special. Sure, I'll meet up with Ken a few times. Hello Ken, I ain't seen you for a while, my old son. If he's not out on millionaires' yachts, sunning himself, pretending he's working. And Sean, sort out those bikes, mate. You got about 25 of them, mate, on the go at once. That gorgeous blade. I'm behaving, I'm being a good boy, Mr. Officer. She's a good girl, isn't she? She is a good girl at 954. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.